Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maximus Black.
And I'm Herp.
And then this is Derp.
That's Derp.
Yes.
Yeah. Derp. But yeah, this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is When Cheese Fails, Season 2, Episode 2, The Season of Great Escapes.
I did that last time.
I'm going to say it like the 50s cartoon guy.
And so up top here in the top right position, we have Derp. And down here in the bottom left position, we have
Lokazi.
Sure, okay. And there is no Protoss in this match. That's exciting.
That's impressive, actually, because like we said before, like 95% of our games, Protoss are in it, and they are more than likely the cheesers. So I'll be interested to see which one of these are the cheesers, although if I had to guess,
it's probably not going to be Derp.
Probably not going to be Derp.
He's doing the extractor trick. Anyway.
Is that an extractor trick?
Or is he
he's
just
only
straight
9 up? Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
All right. He's just straight up going for it.
He's just getting gas.
Probably just getting some.
He's gonna want link speed.
Upgrades, yeah.
Anyways, this is episode 2. If you guys haven't already, check out the previous episodes. If you're new to this channel, we are LagTV, Lifesaglitchtv, and our website is d2dgamer.com, where you can upload replays like this one and possibly get it casted on our series.
Most definitely, and of course, like you heard us say, this is season 2. So if you are new, by all means, if you have, I don't know, a couple hours of nothing better to do with your time than sit around and watch videos, go check them out, because we should have a playlist for them at this point.
Yeah, no, I actually already have the playlist
Oh,
up.
Beautiful. Well, that's fantastic. That worked out better than expected.
Yep.
So here we go. We are seeing the cheese just happen now. It looks like the Taran player is going to throw down that beautiful double barracks ramp block. Does he need a supply depot now?
Yeah.
Did they fix it so that you need a third building?
You do. You need to have a third building. Before you could just build 2. I do believe now he is going to be forced to either put a supply depot there or another barracks. If this is what he's trying to do anyway, he may be just trying to do a faster proxy barracks where you can just run Marines right up. But if you wanted to take it a little bit longer and really scare the Zerg player, and not get overran by Lings, he is going to need to build something there. At least I'm praying, or I'm going to look like an idiot.
Yeah, that's very true.
Dickmouth.
Dickmouth. Well, that's a new one.
Yep.
That's usually they just resort to cursing, but Dickmouth, that's new. And it's not going to be a supply depot. It, of course, geniusly enough, will be a bunker. And this is going to put the Zerg player in a bit of a bad position. Normally, what you're going to want to do in this case is, as we're seeing right now, the Queen is coming off the creep, which is almost never a good thing. Although at this point, she's not in too much harm because there's not a lot of Marine out at all. But you need a spine crawler. You're going to have the high ground. The spine crawler is going to come in handy. Will it be a solution to this, the be-all, end-all? Maybe not, depending on how aggressive the Taran player is, but it is definitely the best move for them to do at this point.
So it looks like I look like an idiot. Because I don't think that they...
We always look like idiots.
Yeah.
There's a high correlation between casting these games and us looking like idiots.
When commentating fails 101.
Yeah, we should really start that series. Oh, wait! We already do!
Knee flapper. So funny. Anyway.
We just lost, like, 1,000 subscribers.
Whatever. So if you're in this position and you are Zerg and you want to get out of this, the easiest way to do it is to get a couple of spine crawlers, put them right up here on the ledge. They do have the high ground. They do have them outranged. They will be able to kill all this without you taking any damage from your units whatsoever.
Yeah, and now that he has that Ling, he can at least defend himself up in his base a little bit if necessary. And I'll be very interested to see. Yeah, you see, that was bad. All the Taran player did there, I'm so sorry, I've forgotten his name already, Lokazi. All he did was send one Marine up, baited them down, and because Derp wasn't paying attention, all of his Ling ran down into that bunker and subsequently got absolutely, they ran into the meat grinder. So that's not something you want to be doing. Now that Marine does have high ground view, and so those Marines down bottom are going to be able to do all the damage they need to do, not anymore.
So yeah, it looks like he is taking this to the next level of cheese.
Taking it to a ho,
never. And he is building 2 more racks outside his base here. This is all the way aggressive. This is basically all in at this point. He's leaving his base completely wide open. He doesn't have a barracks down here. If the Zerg player managed to get out a Ninus, managed to get out some Lings, or anything whatsoever, this is going to be completely open for massive damage. One thing that I do want to add here, if I'm going to switch back to this real quick, 19 SCVs compared to 12 drones for Derp. The Cheeser is doing very well. being the cheeser. You know, I can tell he's done this before.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately for Dirt being the Zerg player, he does have to take a hit on the drones to get those spine crawlers up, so he can't do a whole lot about that at this point. Now with the scans, you know, Lokazi's going to be able to do a little bit more extra damage, but in general, these spine crawlers are going to be able to sit down and attack those barracks really without any contention. And as you're seeing now, Lokazi saying, all right, I'm just going to back him up and keep him safe. But like you were saying with the drone count, or not with the drone count, sorry, but there is a high probability here that we might see a Nidus network, because he's got his Overlord down there and prepped and ready.
Yep.
So I can only imagine that that might be one of the options he has in the back of his mind at this point.
Well, I mean, if I'm a Zerg player, and I am a Zerg player, that would be my option. But the thing is the only thing that's making me weary about that is the fact that he only has one extractor going. I know, just like what Adam said, you do have to sacrifice drones. Also, when you're in panic mode, you've got so much going on, you just don't play like you normally would play. He is doing a good job at still building some units. Now got a couple of roach out. These spine crawlers are doing massive damage. Kazi here has to get out of this ASAP. He needs to back up. He's taken way too much damage, unneeded damage. What he needs to do is get some siege tanks out. He is doing a good job here at getting his expansion up while he does have map control. That is what I like to see. But like I said, I don't know how he is going to get a Nidus Canal out, especially
on one extractor.
On one extractor.
Yeah, no, there's no question that he is going to have a little bit of difficulty, and maybe he's just going to focus on getting a whole lot of roach and pushing out. As we're seeing right now, there's only really one bunker there. Is that a second bunker that we are seeing being built right now? It is. Even with that second bunker, he does have that open area on the right-hand side of the ramp to go down and around if necessary. But like you were saying, if siege tanks come out on the field, which I can only imagine, or I would only hope to see eventually happen, that could be a lot of trouble for him. He will have a lot harder time, and maybe that would be, you know, the time where a Nidus network would be necessary.
Oh, absolutely, and he is doing a good job now, creeping out a little bit more, slowly backing off Kazi off his base, but pardon me, he does not, he needs to, get out of this base ASAP, because the last thing you want to do is be playing a 2-base Taran versus a 1-base Zerg when he has you choked up, and basically all he needs to do, Kazi needs to do right now is hold his position, wait for these minerals to run out, and take this game.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. As long as he can hold him up in his base, although, you know what, we are just seeing the layer finish now. Once that layer is down, Lokazi, he has map control, but he's not really taking great advantage of it.
No, he's not.
At all. And we're seeing a spire go down now, and a factory finally going up, so maybe we are going to see some siege play, which is absolutely essential at this point, because we're seeing Derp just load up on these spine crawlers, and you know what, even if you have a lot of Marine and Marauder, you're going to get a lot of your units taken out before you even make it up that ramp, and just a whole bunch of Zergling and a couple of Roach will help clean up. But you know what's very interesting to me right now is that, one, we are just seeing Stimpack go up. That could have been up a long time ago.
Yep.
And two, is that we're probably seeing now even in drone count. Lokazi has map control. He's got him hurried up in his base, huddled up in his base. He has an expansion, but yet he is still basically neck and neck with his opponent.
Yeah, these siege tanks should have been up a while ago. He should have sacrificed maybe a barracks or two and then got up his factory a little bit sooner, and that way siege tanks would be that much more effective. He is giving Derp some time, actually way too much time.
Way too much time.
You know, the Spire is going up. His gas slowly is. I can see him now slowly starting to save up his gas. He's not really building many Roach at this point, so we may see a big attack here of Mutalisk coming down here and doing damage on the line. And if I was Kazi, that's what I've been calling him. Anyways,
sure.
If I was Kazi right now, I would have already have thought, okay, what is a Zerg player going to do in this situation? He's either going to canal me, or he's going to
harass.
Or he's going to harass me.
Oh, definitely.
With Mutalisk.
And we are seeing Mutalisk actually absolutely come out right now. 5 are about to come out of that hatchery. And you know what? This could be a big game changer in and of itself. Just having those 5, if you go down, and he is going to go down, this mineral line harassment is going to be absolutely devastating, because all of his production facilities, except for that one starport now, all of them are all up at the other end of the map. And so we are seeing an engineering bay go down now, so it'll be interesting to see what is going to be coming out of that. Maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? Turrets.
Missile turrets.
Thank you. I almost blanked there for a second. But it's going to be too late, because these are going to do absolutely terrible economic damage, and it should be enough to maybe tide the game. It might even force Kazi to try and make an attack if he feels scared.
What you're going to want to do now as a Zerg player, you're definitely going to want to pick off those SCVs over and over and over again. Make sure not a single turret goes up. Once one turret goes up, those SCVs can start repairing the turret basically infinitely, and those mutalisks will go down here.
And look at this, a million
this.
SCVs repairing that
one Viking, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's all it takes. And now he's taken his attention off these turrets. Now a turret going up, and this attack is going to fail, but it's still far from a fail. He's done some serious economic damage. Basically at this point, Derp is taking the lead.
Oh, definitely. He is only off of one base, and if he is going to win this game, Siege Tank's now coming up. If he is going to win this game, he's going to have to make his move very soon. He's not going to have a whole lot of time. He's going to run out of resources here in a reasonable amount of time, and if he's going to ever make a push, he's probably only going to have enough money for one major push. The Taran does still have map control, even though he is down there and he has had all those SCVs killed. We're just seeing another hatchery go down. You've got the Zerg up against the ropes.
Yep.
When you're forcing an in-base hatchery on that main, that's when unless he's doing something very specific, he's doing something weird and
Absolutely.
wonderful. And look at that. We are seeing Burrow now going down.
Yes. Pardon me again. Drinking a lot of Coke Zero before this cast.
Yeah.
But as a Zerg player, when I'm in this situation, I definitely probably would have went with the Nidus. And also, if I'm really, really stuck in this kind of scenario, I will get my transport for my Overlord. I will, slip a drone down here and then run off into the mist and build my expansion that way. Because you know what, Kazi has done absolutely no scouting whatsoever.
No.
When you have map control like this, you got to think, maybe does he have another base? Maybe I should probably go around and scout.
He's making a bad assumption. And it's one, but you know what? It's one that a lot of cheesers make. They automatically assume, especially if they have a contain like this, they automatically assume that the other player hasn't wrapped their head around a way of getting out of their own base and expanding.
Yep, and it looks like these Vikings are doing the job, doing a great job here at getting that vision for these siege tanks, forcing Derp to back up these spine crawlers so that they're taking minimal damage. It's still not looking good here. Oh, whoa, wait a second. We have tunneling claws. He doesn't have any missile turrets here.
All right, okay.
And his doesn't have enough
power
power
for a scan.
on
no
his scan.
Way.
This is wow.
This could absolutely be devastating. He's going to be able to get right next to those tanks, get down and back up before too much damage is done. When will he decide to pop his head up? I don't know. Will he actually send in any reinforcements? Is another question.
Okay.
All right, so we're splitting up now. We are seeing a split here to make a little bit of damage. He can see it if you look closely.
You can see this black
There's
mist
that shadow.
And there it is. He pops up. The Ling's now coming down here. The Roach doing massive damage over here at these tanks. These Lings rolling in here, just surrounding all of these units, doing absolutely horrific damage. And look at this coming out of this choke. This is amazing. I've never seen something like this before. Wow.
I was going to do what you just did, but I got overpowered. I've allowed you to have so many Braveheart moments, and I am not allowed to have mine, but it doesn't matter. Lokazi getting absolutely steamrolled right now by some brilliant mind play there by his opponent. And you know what, Derp, even though it was kind of risky because he definitely didn't know for sure whether or not he had any scan there. And it was totally possible to see that shadow on the ground.
Baby.
Do or die all the way. Like I said, he had one chance to get out without an expansion against his two-base Taran. He got out. He used the Lings as a distraction to pull the fire off of the Roach that came up out of the line to get rid of those siege tanks, and man, did it ever work.
Oh my god, that was epic.
That was sexual.
And I hate using the word epic when,
it's overplayed.
It is overplayed,
and
but
we use it a lot, but you know what? That was epic.
No, that was really, really good. And I should have put two and two together. I didn't see that he had the Tunneling Calls upgrade.
No.
He is now getting speed for his Roach. This is GG.
No, absolutely.
There's absolutely no way that Kazi is getting out of this. Wow. Guys, I've learned something here.
No, definitely. Yeah, you have to think, like, when you're in those situations, there are very generic ways we're thinking of, getting that Nidus network out. He was thinking, you know what? No, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Was it risky? Definitely, but he did what he had to do, and Lokazi realizing this.
GG, even boxed in and Zerg still OP.
I don't think you can call that OP. I think that can be called Lokazi shit in the bed.
Oh, absolutely.
110% Lokazi with no detectors except for his one orbital command or two orbital commands. Nothing to go off of at that point, and he's got nobody to blame for himself for that loss.
That's embarrassing.
It is embarrassing,
That
but
is
you know
embarrassing.
what? Good on Derp. That was an absolutely stellar game for him. Did he do everything perfect? Maybe not. But he did a lot of things right.
Oh, absolutely.
And absolutely did an incredible job of making his way out of there. And I got nothing bad to say about Derp's play, essentially.
No, I mean, exactly. I'm searching for things right now, and I really can't think of a whole lot. I'm sure I could nitpick, but when it's all said and done, under the pressure, this guy really played it good. I definitely learned something here. If it was me, I probably would have thought to use the tunneling claws to go right down past all these units and then go and attack the base. But then at that point, you would be leaving your base wide open to a base trade, and the Taran would lift off. I don't know if he thought that far, but he did do the job. This was a really, really good, great escape.
It is, after all, the season of great escapes.
And so this is it, guys. We don't want to drag on too much longer. If you like this video, like it, comment,
favorite and subscribe.
That's all I have to say.
Should I wrap it up then?
BET wraps it up.
Wraps it up.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Lag TV coming to you from the fine town. Awfully cold this evening, but fine nonetheless. Canockville, Canada. This has been Nova War.
And Maximus Black.
See you later, eh?
Peace.